how's it going everyone? Rolling Cajun here, and I'm super excited to do this video. I've been wanting to do a PvP video for so long. I keep getting asked by by people to please make a PvP video, show how to gear up, show what to do with gems and all that good stuff. And there's a lot of requests for this, and I've been wanting to do it for a while, but I keep, every time I get the honor and coins, I spend it real fast, and then I go to make a video and I don't have any honor or anything left over, so I can't give any demonstrations. So I've been putting it off, and I finally believe that I may have enough honor. Yeah, I got enough honor and battle coins to actually show you guys kind of how the gearing process works in this game for PvP anyways. So the very first thing you need to know is that you're going to need honor, and you can find that underneath your character here. You go under currencies and you scroll down just a little bit and you'll see here honor and battle coins. These are the two things you're going to need for PvP, and you're going to need a lot of it. You're going to need a lot of honor, and you're going to need a lot of battle coins. Now there's several different ways to get these two items. The best ways is going here underneath your reputation task and go to whatever faction you're under. It'll be the second one. It'll be golden faction if you're golden faction, and then magenta shadow for the faction that I'm currently in. And you just click on it and hit this little go button here, and it's going to bring you to an NPC inside of the PvP zone. And you talk to this NPC. If you've never done PvP before, or you've never done any of these quests, you're gonna need you're gonna only have one quest that you can do here. You talk to this NPC guy, and the very first quest you're gonna have is this collect faction crystals. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pick this quest up. It's gonna bring you to a little area, and you want to loot the brightest crystals that you can find, the ones that are glowing, until you get an orange crystal. Orange is the highest that you can get, so you just keep looting them and keep looting them until you get an orange one. And you're going to do that for all three of these quests. You just click the quest and it's going to take you to wherever you need to go, and you just click the item until you get an orange one. You need orange on all three of these when you turn them in, and you'll get the most rewards. You'll get honor, and you'll also get battle coins whenever you do this. And these right here are going to give you the most honor that you can get out of anything besides, like, I think Guild Wars that you do with your guild on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can get a decent amount of honor if you win. Even if you lose, I think you get honor also. And then you'll get honor also from doing Outdoor Coliseum. And then you can get some honor from doing Final Championship and Glorious Championship. So there's a bunch of different ways you can get honor, but doing these PvP quests is the biggest honor that you can get. Also, I also need to mention on Saturdays, the big Melora PvP event gives a really large amount of honor and battle coins. So that's something you really want to try to get into. Also, it's really laggy, but it can be quite a bit of fun, and you get a lot of rewards for it even if you win or lose. So I would definitely recommend you participate in that if you can, because you get a big rewards for that. So something else that you can do every day, actually you need to be doing this every day, is a trade run quest. If you turn to the right from this NPC here and you come talk to this guy here, he's going to give you a trade run. Click on this quest and hit accept, and it's going to pop this thing up over here on this side. Now the object is to buy a bunch of materials from the NPC that it's going to send you to. And then you want to go trade these items to another NPC, and you're going to do this a couple different times till you get 25,000 coins. You need 25,000 money in order to turn this quest in, and I'm actually going to show you how to do that right quick, because this is kind of a confusing quest to someone that's new and you don't know how to do it. So you click the quest here, and hopefully I don't run into anyone and have to PvP. I just want to try to get this video done real quick. If I do, then I do. We'll see. And anyways, it's going to take you to the first NPC, and I'll talk to you guys here in a second. Okay, so we're coming up here on the NPC here, and this is going to be the first NPC from Magenta faction. The other faction has a different NPC for the very first one, and he's going to have some options here for you to buy. You got 5,000 currency, So you need to buy the max amount of with 5,000. So what I always do is I buy this one for 500 here. It gives you 10 of them and exactly 5,000. And after you fill your bag up and you get used up all your balance, you click on the quest here and you want to find the one that has the highest percentage on it. Now, although this one's 40% higher, it's quite a bit farther to go than this one right here. So since this one's 300 and this one's 341, normally I'll pick the one a little bit closer because you're going to have to turn this in 2 times anyways. So if you can do this at a shorter distance, you should. So I'm going to click on the Seafood Tycoon here and hit the go button. Now something you got to understand that this is a PvP zone. This is a trade run, and it's a very, very long distance that you're going to be going to turn this stuff in. And there are several different people that are run around and farm people that are doing this trade run quest, because if I get killed right now, it'll drop some chest on the ground, and some whoever kills me gets to loot the chest and then actually take some of my reward away. Okay, so here we are arriving at the NPC, and there's different options that you can do here. The first thing you need to do is you need to sell all the goods. You go here and hit max and sell it. And you'll see right now that I have 19,750 and I need 25,000, so I still need to buy some more. Now, because of the multiplier, whenever you sell, you may not even have to buy max from this. You can actually probably just buy maybe 5 of these 500s. And you'll get enough multiplier from the next trade to get your 25,000, but I don't recommend doing that. A lot of people like to farm these zones for trade run people. And if they kill you, they take some of your currency away and they get coins from it. So it's actually a rewarding thing to do to kill people that are doing the trade run. I do it quite often myself. So what I always do, no matter what, I buy max. I'll buy max as the second NPC too. So whenever if somebody happens to kill me, say 3 or 4 different times, sometimes it happens, I'm still going to have enough currency to where when I get to that other NPC, whenever I make it to him after all my deaths, I'm still going to have enough to finish this quest. If I wanted to just buy enough to where the multiplier would just give me 25,000 and somebody killed me one time, then when I get to the NPC, I'm not going to have enough to do it anymore. So anyways, I bought my max here. Let me go just in case this guy's going to attack. And flour's really high, but I don't need 500%. This 360 is going to be good. It's closer, so I'm going to go back to Gourmet Tycoon, which is where I started from in the first place. So we're going to go right back to the NPC I just came from. But whenever I turn this in, I'm going to have anywhere from 75,000 to 100 and something thousand coins when I turn it in. And that's what I was talking about. If someone kills me 3 or 4 different times, I'm still going to have the currency to go finish this quest, and I won't have to kill it and come back and do it again. So my recommendation is to always buy maximum. The only bad thing about maximum is when you buy maximum like that and somebody kills you, they get more rewards from it. So the more currency you have on you, the more rewards they get when they loot the boxes after they kill you. So you're kind of helping yourself and you're kind of helping them too. To me, my time is precious, I think, when I'm in the game. I don't like to waste a whole bunch of time. So if I'm trying to hurry up and get this quest done and I'm not trying to PvP, then I just want to hurry up and get it done. And buying max like this, if I get killed a few times, I can still go turn it in and I'm okay. And I don't have to keep running back and forth to these NPCs or go all the way back to the beginning, kill the quest, and start the quest all over again and start the trade run all over again, because that's what you're going to have to do if you don't buy max on this and you get killed too many times. They're going to take everything you have from you, and then you're going to have to start all over again, and you're just going to waste time. So what you're going to do for your gear is you're going to go here, and you're going to click on your equipment, and you'll see under the equipment tab here, that you have this little button on the left hand side of your character that says raid gear. If you click on that and hit activate, this is where you're going to put your PvP gear at. Now there's different types of PvP gear. There's legendary PvP gear, there's divine PvP gear, and then there's regular PvP gear. Let me turn this down a little bit. I think it may be a little too loud. And I'll show you that here in a second. You can see here that these regular pieces of gear I have are 144 grade, and then I have a few divine pieces also, and they're 160 grade. My pants are also divine, and my offhand's divine. And at this current point in time, I have a legendary weapon, legendary helm, and legendary cape. And I actually just bought some legendary van bracers, and I'm going to show you guys how to upgrade those here in a little bit after I identify them. So I'm going to cover how to upgrade your legendaries, and the divines are exactly the same. So with the way I'm going to upgrade this legendary, you're going to do the exact same thing for your divines. Okay, so say you don't want to work on divines or legendaries right now, and you just want to get into PvP real quick. So the first thing you want to do is you want to save up 10,000 honor. You're going to need the first set of gear you're going to need is going to be 10,000 honor. You actually need 30,000. If you don't mind waiting until you have 30,000, you can buy the entire set of gear, but I'm going to show you how to get started. So you go here to the shop, you're underneath the metal store, go under adversary chamber, and then military rank store. And you'll see up here these 3 boxes at the very top contain 144 grade PvP gear. This first one contains the weapon, offhand, breeches, boots, and cape. And then the second one is your chest, your helm, your pauldrons, van bracers, and the sash. And then the last one is going to be your full 4 jewelry pieces. This is the first set of gear you want to start with. You save up 10,000 honor, and then you buy one of these boxes. And then after you buy them boxes, you're going to need some gems to put in it. You go here to the gem store and you buy these blue gems. Don't worry about the green ones. Just save your coins up and buy these blue ones and fill the every piece of gear that you have with these blue gems. Then when you get 10,000 more honor, you buy the next box. And you fill all those spots with blue gems. And then you do the same thing with the third one. Now after you get all your pieces of gear and you fill all your slots up, you need to try to get 10,000 honor again. And the best thing about this is you can open these boxes up every single day and try to get better grade gear from it. You don't want to just open the box up one time and just put whatever you get on and just leave it like that. You need to try to get all the pieces of gear you have to S grade. And I'm actually going to demonstrate that right now. You'll see that each one of these boxes I can open 2 of them. Every day you can open 2 of each of these boxes, and I'm going to show you that some of these pieces I have, like my sash is S right now, van bracers are S, boots are S. I still got A on my pauldrons. I need to get a pauldron that's going to be S. I got S on that jewelry, and the bracelet I need a S on still. Talisman I still need S, and earring I still need S. So what I'm going to do every single day when I get 10,000 honor saved up, I'm going to open all these boxes. I'm going to open 1 box at a time. We're going to do it right now. Going to open 1 box here. Hit the use button. And then I'm going to check these. I already know the weapon's not good. The only thing in here that is not divine or legend is the boots. So I'm going to check the boots. And you'll see here I have S grade needs a C, so this is crap. So I'm going to go dismantle all these pieces, and I'm going to get my 10,000 honor back. It's going to give all of it back to me. There's my 10,000 honor. And I'm going to go here and I'm going to open the box again. Check the boots. The boots is B. I already have an S, so I probably shouldn't even be bothering with this, but sometimes you can actually get a better S than what you have. The way you can tell whether or not it was better is you look at the physical attack up here at the top. If the number's higher and the adversary damage or damage reduction is higher, then you want to choose that. You look over here on this one, it's 4.3, and this one is 3.4. So if I happen to get an S that drops, that's 4.4 or 4.5, then I'm going to go ahead and use that one, and I'm going to swap them out. So always check your adversarial damage and your adversarial damage reduction, the boost and the reduction, and check this percentage. If the percentage is higher, then you want to put it on. Don't ever look at this arrow right here. This arrow will lie to you on which piece is better. Always look at the stats, and you want to look at the first 2 stats and see which one's the highest, and that's the one you want to put on. So we're going to disable these, or dismantle them, and then we're going to open the next boxes up. The only ones that I can do is probably the pauldrons. Awesome, I just got S pauldrons. And you'll see here that it's actually, this is a really crappy S because it's not better than the A I have. I have a really high grade A here because I got 7.4 damage reduction on this one, but this one is only 6.7. So even though this is an S and that's an A, this one is actually a worse piece because it's a really, really low grade S. If I'd have got a higher grade S, I could have actually maybe replaced it and may have gotten a higher percentage. But this one's no good, so I'm not going to use that. Check the pauldrons. I don't even know why I'm going to worry about the pauldrons right now because I'm fixing to upgrade those I'm just going to put a legendary piece on. So the only pieces I'm really looking at on these would be maybe the sash. The pauldrons and the sash, and neither one of these are better than what I have, so we're going to dismantle these, and we're going to open all these boxes one at a time. We're going to check them and see if they're better, and you want to do this every single day. You need a full set of S gear if you want to do decent in PvP. Now this gear is not going to make you OP. You're not going to get all S gear and go into a PvP zone and just start smashing people. You're going to have to start working on divines, and you're going to have to start working on legendaries, because otherwise you're going to be really weak and you're not going to be able to compete against some of these really strong players in the PvP zones and the outdoor matches and final and glory and all these other PvP events. You're going to need some gear. Now see, if you look at this arrow right here, it's trying to tell me that this is a better piece, but it's actually not. You look right here, I got 22 on the physical attack and magical attack, and it's 23 on the one that I have equipped. 5.7 on the damage boost, and then 6.1 over here, so this is a better piece. Always read your stats. Don't ever look at that stupid arrow. That one is not better. C again, and A, it's all crap. And we got one more box we're going to open, and then we're going to talk about some other things. That one says it's better, and it's not. 75 and 78. B grade's crap, C grade crap. Alright, so now you see me open all the boxes. You know you need to do that every day. Even if you're working on legendaries and you're working on divines, you still need to do that, because you're only going to have so many divines and legendaries when you first start out, unless you're just getting straight into the game and you're going to cash out all your legends, and then you don't even need to worry about these. But I'm gonna show you all that here in a second. So in order to get your divines, you use flowers. So let's go to the NPC real quick, and I'm gonna show you guys the divine PvP gear. Now this, so you talk to this NPC here, and you go to purchase divine equipment. These first 4 pieces are gonna be PvE gear. You can tell by looking at the first stat here. It has HP, and it'll have 1 to 6 random attributes added. But if you go down here to these last 4, you'll see that it has the adversarial damage reduction on the adversary damage boost. These last 4 are the ones you want to buy. It's going to cost you 50 total flowers to buy these. And you'll see that they start real low, just like a regular divine or a PvE or a regular legendary PvE. And in order to get them up higher, you have to upgrade them. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. I just bought a brand new legendary Van Braces here. I got them really cheap on the trade. I just checked the trade earlier, and it was 225k, and even if I bought the absolute lowest leafs, I couldn't buy these for 225k. The bottom would be like 250. So this will actually be my 4th legendary, I believe. 3rd or 4th. We'll see here in a second. Okay, so we got that baby identified, and it's right here. And if you take a look at it here, you'll actually see that the one piece that I have, this S grade, is like way better. 66 stats, like about 23 more stats. And a lot higher adversarial damage. Well, we're about to fix that. So in order to upgrade legendary, let me go ahead and put it on. The very first upgrade that you're going to use is actually going to be the piece that you got out of the box, which is this piece I have right here. These pieces that come out of the boxes that I just showed you that you open is going to be your first upgrade. It's going to be 144. So you'll see that my legendary here that I just put on is 100 grade. So I go right here to more, and we're going to go to upgrade, and it's going to show that I have that one out of 1 piece that's in my bag right now, and it shows right here it's going to go from level 100 to 144. So we're going to hit the upgrade. And it just took a huge jump on stats. And then I'll go click on it here, and you'll see that it's 144 grade up here at the top. And the stats are probably better than what I had on that last piece. Let's see. Oh, I already used it. I think it was about the same stats, actually. That was a really good S piece. Anyways, so after you upgrade the very first one, the way the upgrading system works for these legendaries is it just costs you honor. Now that was Van Bracers. Let me make sure. Yeah, it was van bracers. So the next upgrade is going to be the 160 upgrade. And what you're going to do is you're going to buy the next gear down. After you upgrade from these boxes here, then you're going to start upgrading from the next tier down of these gear. And you look at this gear, and every one of them is 160. So the next piece I need for these van bracers is going to be this piece right here. It's 160 van bracers for 10,000 honor. So I'm going to buy that piece right here. And I'm going to go in here, hit upgrade, and you'll see it's 1 out of 1. And we're going to upgrade it again, and bam, it just went up a crap ton of stats again. And you look at it here, and it'll be 160 grade now. Now, if I want to go to the next grade, then I'm going to go to the next tier gear inside of here. I'm going to go to the next page, and the next page is going to be not there yet. It's going to be here on this last page. So the next upgrade for these van bracers is going to cost me 50,000 honor. That's 168 grades what the next one is. And I actually just unlocked the rep for these yesterday. So these next 3 right here are going to be my next 3 upgrades. The van bracers, the chest, and the helm are going to be my next upgrades for my legendaries, but it's going to take me a while to get 50,000 honor. 50,000 honor probably takes about a week to get, maybe a little bit longer than a week. So each one of these upgrades is going to take me a little while. After you get all the upgrades from here, the only other upgrades that you can get will be from Outdoor Coliseum, and you have to have really, really high ranking in Outdoor in order to get these. Actually, I need to go to the shop. I click on the Outdoor Coliseum here, and you'll notice that all these ones here at the gold status are 160, and so you already used the 160 because you got it from the others. So you keep going through here. All these are 160, and the next step up is going to be these 176 grades, which requires platinum status. Yep, platinum 2 is going to be the very first outdoor status that you need in order to get your next upgrades for this. This is the very last upgrade that you can get for your divine gear or your legendary gear. So if you want to get these, you're going to have to get in some good groups. You're going to have to do some really good, awesome outdoor ranking. And it's going to take you a while. You're not going to get these real fast. If you want these, it could take you months to get up there to the platinum status to where you can get these upgrades. That's why you'll find a lot of these guys are super strong, because they're going from 160 grade like we have to 176 grade, which is a big jump. So they're a whole lot stronger, but they've been doing Outdoor Coliseum for a long time, and they have all this diamond status. But you'll notice that some of these last ones require Diamond 5, Diamond 4, even up to Diamond 1 for the offhand, and then the weapon requires Master. So you got to do a lot of Outdoor Coliseum if you want to go past to actually get the last upgrades. But I believe that these upgrades here, if you had a full legendary set of these 168 grades, I believe you'd do really good. Now, what someone was telling me the other day is the refine on your legendaries and your divines is the most important thing, more than the actual upgrades itself. You need to try to get every single one of your pieces of gear to an S grade or a double S. I got extremely lucky the other day. I rode 2 times on this weapon and got a double S on it on just 2. It cost me 6 iron to get this. I couldn't believe it. I've never rode an SS even on PvE gear, so I was super excited about that. But you need to roll at least an S on every single piece of these gear. Pieces of gear. I only have A on majority of these. I just got that one double S here, and then I have an S on the chest, but I need to get S on all these other pieces, because the jump from A to S is big, and then from S to double S is even more big. So you need to make sure that you work. If you're really serious about PvP, you got to refine your PvP, and you got to get these up to the S and double S as fast as you can if you want to be really strong. So that's pretty much my gear. Out of PvP zone, I'm 46,000 gear score. But I believe that's pretty much covers everything. Let me think for a second. Whenever you're doing these upgrades, you got to make sure that you get your rep. You need to make sure you're doing your rep every single day in your PvP zones. Don't just go and do your quest in there. Go find a little spot to farm the mobs and kill the NPCs until you can't get any more reputation. You want to clear your reputation out every single day in these PvP zones so that you can unlock these. You can unlock all this, because if you don't unlock all this, then you can't upgrade your gear. You got to get that rep. You can see right now that I'm at the first purple rep. The second purple rep's going to be this one. I'll unlock. The third purple rep will be the Grand Legion leader, and then the worship will be these last two here. So I got a long ways to go in order to unlock these last four. So I wanted to mention something else. If you look down here at the bottom of your screen on this server time here, you click on it one time and it shows you what the X server time is. At 2400 X server time, the quest inside the PvP zone at that NPC resets. Now, if you are not inside the zone whenever the 2400 time hits, you don't get the reset on the quest. So if you want to double up on your quest every day and get double rewards on almost everything that you get from the quest, including the rep, the battle coins, and all that, you need to be inside the zone before 2400 X server time, so that when it resets, you get the quest reset. I don't know why you have to be inside the zone. I don't know why it won't give it to you if you're outside the zone, but if you're inside the PvE zone at 2400, then the quest will not reset for you. So if you want to get caught up really, really fast, make sure that before 2400 gets here, if you're going to go to bed or something, put your character inside the PvP zone and just let it sit there until you get up in the morning. And at least you'll get your double reset on your quest, and you'll get to do all those quests again that I showed you earlier. That's something that's really important, that's going to get you caught up really fast if you're doing all those quests twice a day. Now, you won't be able to do a bunch of farming for transmog and all that while you're sleeping anymore if you're going to get serious in the PvP, because you're going to be doing this every night. I had to give up transmog farming and all that because I'm not going to miss a day where I can't get double rewards on it. I want those double rewards every day. And I wanted to show you, I forgot to show you this. Now, the way you can get legendaries, the first way you can get a legendary PvP gear is you can use your, let's see, I have some leaves here. You can buy them with leaves. Let's go to the NPC real quick and I'll show you guys that. I forgot to show you this when I went to the NPC earlier, but this is actually really important. You need to hear this part. So you talk to this NPC here and you can buy the PvP gear with the leaves. If you look at this first bit of gear, this is all PvE gear, and keep scrolling down. And if you click on these, you'll see the adversarial stats on them. This is your PvP gear. You can buy them with leaves. You'll see that a lot of these, 3 of these, you can buy with 20 leaves, which is pretty cheap. But sometimes you can get the item out of the trade for cheaper. And I'm going to show you that. Say you, or actually if you open up you get lucky and you get a legend box from Lucky Draw and happen to get a double legendary. Say you already had the PvE legendary and you got the exact same one again, you can actually trade it to this NPC unidentified. Do not identify the piece first. You come to this NPC and scroll all the way to the bottom, and you'll see that some of these require a piece of gear. You can trade a non-identified PvE piece of legendary gear for a PvP piece, as long as you don't identify it. So that's another way you can get it that I was going to mention. You go here to the shop, find you a cheap legendary like what I did earlier. I found new van bracers. There was one in here for 225k, so I grabbed it. So I bought that, and I came straight to this NPC, and I clicked on him. Scroll down here to the bottom to the van bracers here, and actually these right here, and it showed 1 out of 1, and I bought it, and I got the PvP out of it. Just make sure you do not identify the piece first. If you identified it, you destroyed it. You'll have to use it for PvE. You'll have to dismantle it for a legendary essence or whatever. Just don't identify it first. It has to be an unidentified piece of gear. But that's the one way you can do it. If you win some legendary gear from the Lucky Draw, opening up the legend boxes, you can do that with this. Or if you get a really, really cheap legendary out of the shop, say every once in a while, I've seen some Ranger boots for like 150k or something like that. If you can get something like that, that's amazing. That's a really awesome way to get some PvP gear. Like these boots right here, 240 is actually a good price, because the lowest you can buy it with leaves is actually like 375k. Because I believe the boots, yeah, the boots are 30 leaves here. 30 leaves at 12.5, which is the absolute lowest you can buy leaves, is going to be 375k. So buying these boots from the shop at that price is actually way cheaper. If you can get boots even for 300k, you're getting it for cheaper. So look at the prices of the legendary in the shop. Determine whether or not the ones in the shop are cheaper than the ones that you can buy with leaves, and that's how you get your legendaries. And I already explained that you can get your divine pieces with the flowers. Now, if you're big time in the PvE, you may not want to use your flowers for PvP gear. It's up to you on whether or not how serious you want to get. Are you working hard on your swiftness star, or do you want to do some PvP? Because you're going to have to pick one or the other. You're going to have to alternate between the two. Right now, I alternate. I like PvP just as much as I like PvE. So the same thing goes with the gems. Like I didn't explain that, when you're doing your gems work the exact same way as your PvE gear. You need 6 of these blue gems to make a purple gem, and I'll show you what those look like real quick. You'll see I have these purple gems here that it costs 6 blues to make one of those, and then after you make them and you fill every slot with the epic gems, then you're going to make diamond gems, which are the ones that I have here. The diamond gems are really awesome because they give a adversary boost and an adversary damage reduction on top of the power. If you look at these, the epic ones only give you the attack power and the magic power, but if you look at the diamond ones, they give the boost on them. Now these are big deal. When you get a full set of these diamonds, you got a lot of a big boost on your damage and your reduction. So the diamond gems are really important. In order to make a diamond gem, you need 5 epic gems. You need 5 of these epic gems here, and you're going to need also the same gem grinders that you buy for PvE gear. If you ever want to find out how many pieces of gems that you need to upgrade them, you could just take one of your gems off and go here to polish, and it'll tell you right here 1 out of 5. So I need 4 more of these in order to create the diamond gem, and I'll need 4 gem grinders from the shop, which is about 4 million silver. So these are going to cost you silver. That's another thing you need to determine whether or not you want to work only use all your silver on your PvE gems. If you're working hard on PvE, you might not want to do PvP right now. What I do is I'll pick 1 week that I work on diamond gems for my PvE, and in 1 week I'll put all of my silver into PvP gems, and I'll alternate between the two. Sure, I might not be going super fast in PvE, as fast as I could be, but I like the PvP, so I'm going to put time in the PvP just as much as I put in the PvE. So you have to find your medium on that. What do you want to? How serious do you want to do PvP right now? Are you willing to give up some of this stuff to do it? Because you're going to have to. If you want to be strong, you need these diamond gems. You're going to have to spend 4,000 silver on each one of these diamond gems, and you have to fill every single slot with diamond gems. There's a lot. I've been working on mine for quite a while, and I'm barely halfway done with my diamonds. So you want to make sure also that whenever you create these gems, you want to look at the percentage on them, because just like PvE gear, the NPC sells a certain percentage on your gems, and the one that he sells is going to be 0.5% on these this damage reduction, and then on the attack one it'll be 0.5% for the damage boost. So if you happen to create one of these gems and it's lower than 0.5%, then dismantle it like I just did with this one right here, and you'll get these little shards just like with your PvE gear, and you just click here and exchange it, and it'll bring you to this NPC, and you talk to the last one here, and you buy the one that has the 0.5% on it. So you never want to just settle for one that's lower than that when you can just dismantle it and then come here and buy the 0.5 one. So if you create one lower, just dismantle it and buy the one that has a 0.5%. And you won't be settling for some lower percent than what you could have anyways. So, but something I also want to mention is when you start working on your gems, I believe that your defense gems are the most important gems, just like in PvE. If you can't survive a fight, then you're useless to the group, or you're useless in the 1 versus 1 fight. So my suggestion is to work on your defense gems first. Do all your defense gems and then come back and do your attack gems. You want to try to be able to take some damage from these guys that are hitting like trucks. Like the Mystics in PvP. They hit so hard. And the Rangers hit so hard. So you need to work on these gems. You need to work on your defense gems first. Try to get all your defense done. Then work on the offense afterwards. Anyways, I believe that pretty much covers everything. I hope the video wasn't too long, but there was a lot of information. I want to make sure everything was clear. I didn't want to make a half-assed video and just say do this, this, and this, and not actually give some demonstration on how to do it. Because I can tell you how to upgrade this legendary, but if I didn't show you, maybe you still didn't understand how to do it. But now you know that you buy the different grades of gear, and that's how you upgrade these legendaries, and your divines are the exact same way. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's anything I didn't cover that you would like me to maybe do an updated video on, or maybe I'll answer some comments. If there's something you need to ask me about, just throw it in the comments. I check my comments pretty much every day. And normally I answer within a few hours if I'm not too busy. So anyways, like and subscribe to the video. I hope you like it. Please share it to everyone you know. PvP is not a huge thing in this game. For some reason, there is no PvP videos whatsoever that I have found. You can't find any kind of PvP information, and I think this video is going to be a big thing. So if you have some friends that are in the PvP that want to learn about it, teach them. Give them this video. Let's do some PvP. Meet me in the zone and let's do some PvP. Anyways, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.